We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers come in for this one. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Tristan Thompson is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Irving in at the 1. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball.
Brooklyn, we go hard. We on the look for the advantage. I'm on my mind for each of things that you can't. Just know I'm doing something you ain't. Simple and plain.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing, love with it. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Make your lady back up in this, hop up in the six, and you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The fans are making noise at Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland for their Cavaliers. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes in the 3 slot.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 3-point game. Curry dishes to Thompson. Green kicks to Bogut. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
James kicks to Love. Outside Irving. And it's Curry with the rebound. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident. And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
The drive by James.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Alfred Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's sixth man of the year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Cavaliers timeout.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. Warriors leading by 3. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
On the wing, Green. The dish to Livingston. Iguodala outside. Fires the 3. Can't get it to go. And so and now the second quarter just getting set to start. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Harrison Barnes. Curry is out there at Barbosa. And there's Iguodala. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 down low. And here's Barnes for 3. Ezeli the pass to Barbosa. Kicks to Ezeli. Shot's good by Iguodala.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. Curry's shot is off. And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Did you?
Right,
No.
right. He probably just drawn on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
No. Here's Rush. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Rush has got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Irving's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Andrew Bogut checked in for Ezeli.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Curry against Irving. Offensive rebound. Barnes dishes to Thompson. Curry's shot is good.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Here's James. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. James has got 4 points this quarter.
Love the aggressive attitude. I mean, no invitation needed for him to take it strong to the basket. And, guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Golden State moving the ball around. And the slam dunk by Rush.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Baseline J on the way. And Thompson throws it down.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Curry outside. And that one's good. Curry's got 12 points in the game.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Thompson against Smith. Thompson outside. Got it up. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And that concludes the first half. Warriors lead by 13. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
A good quarter for Curry. He has 12 points and 1 rebound.
And his offense has matched the defensive effort today. He's been really just one of the best players on both ends.
I don't know if you can say enough about the job he's been doing in all aspects of the game. I mean, stuff in the stat sheet when you look at it.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though, and I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Love kicks to James. There's the triple. James with another miss.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for James. Timeout called, Cleveland. A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Barnes. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Ezeli the pass to Curry. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well, with the way they like to space the floor.
Iguodala with the bucket.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Offensive rebound.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
Now here's Curry. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game. Oof, that is a tough shot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Curry. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Here's Golden State. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Spades dishes to Curry. Gets it off. And released it in time, but the 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Ian Clark out there with Livingston. And it's Thompson in at the 3. Warriors leading by 21. Here is Livingston. Love grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Kicks it out to James. Uncovered. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now, here's Thompson. Off target with his 3. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron. No luck. Great D that time from Green. And Thompson kicks to Green. Back to Thompson. The good-looking shot from the wing. And the Warriors lead by 21.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it? And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships. At Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four. And now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. James wide open. And another miss by Cleveland. Green, the pass to Thompson. Back to Green. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one. That jam! Wow. I mean, just beautiful. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Sean Livingston.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. Irving drives in. No good. And Golden State will come the other way.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Stephen Curry. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Curry's got 20 points.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
The drive by LeBron. No bucket, and that miss is number 6. He's made 7. LeBron against Curry. That's short off the rim.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Thompson dishes to Love. That's good.
J.R. Smith, 2 points.
$19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Curry kicks to Bogut. Back to Curry. For the 3. That drops.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team.
On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2K17.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is...
Tune in now.
Love yourself to death. So you gotta fire up.
That we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
The cult of personality. I know your anger. I know your dreams. I've been everything you want to be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes a pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all it. Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one. And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me, am I here to replace Guru? Word? That's how you feel up on this track? Try on that.
What you trying to rap now?
Yeah, yo, Royce.
What up, man?
We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Okay.
Bugging out, you know.
Right.
Little test run. So, I need you to speak with your hands on the count of 3. Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go.
talk to? Who stepped up in this rap game and seen acting fool?
Me and Preem both.
Together, a lot of fronting like they ill. Word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
You're always gonna have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do. You know, and that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do, you know.
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que só face tudo que eu pedisse, só você que me desce. Aí pensando desse esse quarto falasse. Mas que pena, já era. Não deixe mais aquela tão bela e singela. E nem dá. Porque sou sua novela através de alô. Se passou pela favela é porque alguém me falou. Então já